Good morning and welcome to week 3 of our 4-part series on the phases of design. Today we are going to quickly cover what happens during the construction document phase. So this is the third phase. In theory, and in the perfect scenario, you have received full ownership approval, full brand approval before you go through this stage of finalizing all of your drawings. So when we submit to brand, you get your drawings to a certain point that covers all of the information that brand will require. Furniture layouts, flooring layouts, various ceiling plans and where things are getting placed. But there's another level of detail that goes into your construction document set. So this is the set of drawings that get sent out to the GCs for bidding on all the construction. So it's sometimes called a bid set. It's also sometimes called a permit set because this is the set that the architect will put in with their full set of drawings to submit to the city for permitting. So this is like the design is done. This is how we're going to execute it. It has all the information on how to build all the millwork and all the details you need to basically finish out the interiors for a project. So once again, we're looking at the Courtyard Mission Valley in San Diego. This is the public area bid set. They were on slightly different timelines, so the public area and the guest room set are separate for this particular project. I'm going to whiz through. I don't think I'll cover every page, but just to see, you can see kind of the level of detail that goes in. This is our finish schedule. It kind of goes through every single item that we call out in this drawing set. So I kind of like to think of, you'll see on the elevations and the plans, they're sort of like a paint by number. So on the plans, we'll tag things like PT302, that's the paint in the crate area, and RF105 is the vinyl flooring in the fitness center. So on the plans, there'll be an area that has that tag. Then the GC can refer back to this schedule to say, okay, what is that tag calling out? Sorry, I'm zooming in and out. So that's the finish schedule. This shows the overall first floor plan. We've got our furniture layout for the lobby. This is sort of a zoom in of the lobby. It has all the furniture. It's all tagged with what each item is. Those tag numbers correlate to the spec book. We've got a floor covering plan. This calls out where the carpet, where the tile goes, any notes, flooring pattern directions, tile sizing. We've got a ceiling plan that shows all the can lights, the big decorative fixtures, ceiling heights, ceiling finishes. This is my detail plan. So this shows, any area that has details that are going to be shown enlarged somewhere else. So, this is the buffet, for example. So if we zoom in, we know that we can go to ID 4.7 to look at the buffet details. We can go to ID 4.5 for the bar details, and also the elevation tag. So if we go to ID 4.0, drawing 4, we're going to get this elevation. So we'll look at those in a second. Here's your wall covering plan. This shows what wall finishes are going on every wall in the public area. So again, kind of like our paint by number, like we said, WC301 goes here, then it transitions to WC302 over here, and all that information is back up in the finish schedule. You then are going to show enlarged portions of important areas. So this is the back of house. This is showing the back of house new layout because we've moved these walls around quite a bit. Flooring finishes. So these are all the areas that weren't featured in the lobby because you need to show them in a little more detail. So this is the fitness center, flooring, walls, new fitness equipment, meeting rooms, calling out the lighting, all the different flooring and walls. Again, just any detail that the GC would need to successfully build this. I like to say, the architects drawings tell them how to build the building. Our drawings tell them how to finish out all the interiors. This is the employee lounge. We've got a new employee locker room. So again, here's another detail marker. So it tells you where to find information on this millwork piece. Pool furniture. Corridors. So these are this is a typical upstairs corridor, and there's an elevation of it showing where the wall, what the wall finishes are. This is the new wall sconce. So, okay, let's see if we can get to some fun. There we are. So these are our lobby elevations. You can see front desk with finishes behind. This is the new market. This is that, so we called out this one before, right? This is ID 4.0, drawing 4. There's that wall we were looking at before. It's got the quick print. It's the entrance to the public restroom and this meeting space. And then more elevations. There's the buffet, but again, these aren't the detailed pages on the buffet. This is your new market. So, and these are millwork details, right? So this tells you everything you need to know about how to build out the millwork. So these are the kind of drawings that we send to Carlos over at JAC to bid on the millwork. So here's the new bar. This new bar that we were talking about. We've got elevations on all 4 sides of this bar, including this really cool TV ceiling element. And then you get a little further into detail. This is a section. So if you cut through a section of the bar and kind of look at it from the side, this is what that would look like. Again, everything is called out. This is the laminate. This is a metal reveal, wood finish, stone top, drink rail, FRP panel on the backside, quarry tile base on the backside. So the construction documents get super detailed about how we want everything built, because this is how we get an accurate bid. The more accurate your construction documents are, the more accurate your bid is, the less likely you are to have ad services and change orders later. So the goal is to bid everything correctly the first time. If this is lacking and they don't send any RFIs, which we'll talk about next week when we talk about construction administration, then a lot of RFIs can result in cost implications, and we want to have as few cost implications. I mean, RFIs are a given, you're going to have them. Stay tuned next week to learn about RFIs. Buffet millwork, and then we're coming up to the end of this package. These are our media pods, where it's a brand standard element. Quick print is also a brand standard element. And the final page is, this is a page of our front desk details from brand. So that's a construction document set. We throw as much information as there as possible. The contractor uses it to bid all of his work for the interiors. He sends it out to all of his subs, so all of the wall covering installers, tile installers, millwork subs, plumbers, electricians. And the more information we can put into this set, the less problems we have down the line. That's what happens in construction document phase. And next week we will talk about construction administration and wrap up this series. Let's talk about questions. Okay, bye.